Welcome to U.S. Immigration. Officially YouTube verified U.S. Immigration channel.
U.S. Consulate temporarily suspending visa operations for thousands, impacting immigrant, non-immigrant and tourist visa for a brief period of time. This suspension will not impact anyone with existing visa or visa appointment that is not cancelled. Anyone seeking U.S. visa will not be able to apply one till end of this week. Do not panic yet. The closure is due to migration of U.S. visa services to a new platform in certain consulates. During this temporary closure, fee payments, appointments bookings, or talking to customer services is not possible. Stay tuned to know if it impacts your consulates.
Until such time that we can provide full consular services, apply for U.S. visas in any country where we have a U.S. embassy. When it comes to immigrant visas, we know that it is difficult to get to a designated place for processing those visas. So we are working towards identifying other locations that could be more accessible. But again, our country is open, and we have ways to apply for U.S. visas.
Before getting into the detailed analysis of these topics, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to hit the notification bell. Let's get into the video.
You have an immigrant visa that's in processing and it's going to take 15 years and you want to go visit somebody in the U.S. It just didn't make sense at the time of the application, so it doesn't even matter.
U.S. consulate officers debunks the myths of U.S. visa applications. Let's listen to them to get most of your questions answered.
Hello, I'm Ramata from the U.S. Consulate, and I'm here to provide some answers to your frequently asked questions. The first common question we saw was, I don't see any available appointments online. We understand your frustration. However, the estimated wait time to receive an interview appointment can change weekly and is based on actual incoming workload and staffing. These are estimates only and do not guarantee the availability of an appointment. We encourage you to check out travel.state.gov for additional information about appointment wait times. You can also contact the Customer Service Center. Customer service agents are available Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. You also asked, I already had my interview. Why is my visa taking so long? We understand your concerns. However, the time it will take for the consular section to process your visa application can vary depending on the completeness of your visa application, and also the consular section may find that you need to provide further information before a decision can be made on your application. You also asked
They didn't even look at my documents during the interview. Well, it didn't matter because we could tell right away that this is the first time you've ever traveled or the first travel that you ever had, or you were going to go, you have an immigrant visa that's in processing and it's going to take 15 years and you want to go visit somebody in the U.S. It just didn't make sense at the time of the application, so it doesn't even matter. But people can bring documents to support them if they think that's going to be helpful. But the interviewing officer may or may not look at them. But I do know for sure that they do not take any kind of a third-party endorsement. That is specifically something that we train all of our visa officers on. It doesn't matter who else is writing that, because the biggest thing is we have no way to monitor. Is this real or not? It's just there's no way to figure it out. But I get probably a couple dozen third-party endorsements to my email every single day for visa applicants, and I was like, I have no idea when they're coming or anything like this, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. So, but if there's something that is necessary for the application and they don't have it that day, we'll hold on their application until they provide it. That's just like a temporary type refusal. So, for example, somebody was going to get married here, and they're to a fiance, to go to the U.S., but the American spouse forgot to bring their decree of divorce with them to the interview, right? So we'd say, okay, you know what? Everything else looks good. We just need to have a copy of your decree of divorce. Why don't you mail that in or send that in via scan? Once we have that document, we can assure that it's good, and now we'll be able to issue. So if there's a document that's really needed, we'll specifically ask for it. But otherwise, for the most part, people can bring documents if they feel more comfortable, but they're not necessarily needed at the interview. And I know it sounds very gray and it's annoying, but it's there is no checklist. Everything's based on the individual circumstances. But I do know that third-party endorsements do not make any difference in the application process.
You also asked us, am I eligible for an interview waiver? You can apply for an interview waiver if you have a valid visa before that expired in the last 4 years and are applying in the same visa class or categories F, H1, H3, H4, non-blanket L, M, O, P, Q, and academic J. If you fall into one of these categories and are unable to schedule an immediate appointment or interview waiver, please follow instructions at the U.S. Visa Information and Appointment Services website to request an expedited appointment, or email us. If you are eligible to apply for or renew your visa under the Interview Waiver Program, we strongly encourage you to do so. Eligibility is determined based on the answers provided to questions during the online appointment scheduling process. For questions regarding scheduling an appointment online, requesting an expedited appointment, or renewing your U.S. visa via courier, please call. Customer service agents are available Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time.
We have some good news for many countries too.
Hello, I have some good news I'd like to share. The current wait time for non-immigrant visa appointments at the U.S. Embassy is now less than 6 months. That's down from nearly 2.5 years. That's still too long, but we're taking steps to continue to reduce wait times, particularly for renewals. We've also worked hard to ensure that students got expedited visa appointments before the start of classes this year. We're continuing to work to reduce the backlog and wait times. I know many of you are also concerned about long wait times for immigrant visas. You can be assured that reducing wait times for immigrant visas is very much on our minds. So we'll keep working to reduce the backlogs. Now, back to work.
I certainly understand those frustrations, and I can tell you that it is a priority of the Secretary and of the Department to do everything we can to reduce that backlog and ultimately to reduce the wait times. We are committed to safeguarding national security while facilitating legitimate travel to non-immigrant travelers. And we know that timely visa processing is essential to the U.S. economy and to the administration's goal of family reunification. We've made great strides in recovering from pandemic-related closures and staffing challenges, but we're still working to respond to the significant demand for visa services. And that demand for visa services has only increased as pandemic restrictions have eased in countries across the world, and people are looking for opportunities to travel to the United States. We are successfully lowering visa wait times worldwide. We've doubled our hiring of U.S. Foreign Service personnel to do this important work. Visa processing is recovering faster than projected, and over the coming year, we expect to reach pre-pandemic processing levels. We, of course, recognize that some applicants may still face extended visa wait times, and we're making every effort to further reduce visa interview appointment wait times as quickly as possible, including for first-time tourist visa applicants.
Let's quickly touch base on U.S. visa on arrival news from U.S. Department of Homeland Security.
Hello, I am Serena Hoy, Assistant Secretary for International Affairs at the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. On behalf of Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas, it is my great pleasure to officially announce the U.S. Visa Waiver Program. The Visa Waiver Program is a comprehensive security and travel facilitation partnership between the United States and its most trusted partners. Please check the official website of U.S. Embassy Zagreb and cbp.gov/ESTA for additional information in the coming weeks.
More good visa news. If you have a valid tourist visa or one that expired within the last 4 years, you may be able to renew it by mail. That takes less than a month. To see if you qualify, visit the link below.
We know that many mail-in visa applicants are frustrated by the long processing times here at the embassy. We want you to know that this is a worldwide problem, and we are working diligently to process the applications as soon as possible. Beginning May 23rd, new mail-in visa applicants will be placed to a virtual queue, reducing the amount of time that we hold on to your passport and other documents. Once we are ready to receive your application, you will receive an email with detailed instructions on how to submit your documents. Please make sure to keep your contact information up to date and read instructions carefully to avoid further delays. In addition, remember, do not send any original documents with your application. After adjudication, your passport will be returned to you through the DHL method you chose during registration. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for our next update.
Our embassy and consulates in India, in particular, broke their all-time record for the number of student visas issued in a single fiscal year. We issued nearly 125,000 student visas. We, of course, recognize that some applicants may still face extended visa wait times, and we're making every effort to further reduce visa interview appointment wait times as quickly as possible in India.
The U.S. Embassy in India has informed that the VFS Global, a visa application company, will shut down application process from 12 to 14 July. The U.S. Embassy has said that it is a temporary shutdown owing to a migration to a new platform. The U.S. Embassy mentioned that visa application process appointment booking, calls, and fee payments will be resumed from July 15.
Hope the information presented in the video is useful. U.S. Immigration Channel will be releasing a video when additional information is available on any of these program or regulations. If you have not subscribed, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. See you soon in our next video.